I want to share something with you all that's been a constant reminder for me on this spiritual awakening journey. And this morning, it was what I woke up with on my heart. And I want to be transparent and vulnerable here because this path, it's not always peaceful. It's not just about healing, bliss, and calm. Sometimes it's full of confusion after awakening and moments that makes you question everything. You feel tired inside. The world is in disarray and you're feeling out of place in it. And you think that your spiritual awakening journey is supposed to be a remedy for all of this and bring you peace. But that's not what's happening right now. You're feeling exhausted because you're going through some things, being misunderstood by people, by friends, even by family. And you find yourself just weary of everything because nothing is making sense anymore. This stage of the journey will literally isolate you or bring you into isolation. You're feeling out of place. You don't feel like you belong in this world. And have you wondering if you've done something wrong? Nothing is going right. But in a subtle way, it is. This is what they refer to as the dark night of the soul. It has a way of removing everything that no longer fits who you're becoming. The thing is, there's nothing to hold on to here in this stage. And that's where the feeling of being out of place in the world really comes from. This stage of awakening shakes every foundation you thought was solid, was sure. Every role, every identity, every person you once leaned on, until there's nothing left but you and God, you and your soul. And this is not just a one-time situation. It happens throughout the journey. You start feeling comfortable on your journey, and then all of a sudden, everything begins to fall away. Nothing is going right. I've learned not to hold on too tightly to things in my life. I embrace them in the moment, but I don't cling to them. If you know deep down that you are called, if you feel chosen, like your life carries a deeper purpose, or you're just a quiet seeker discovering your true self, discovering who you are on this journey, well, maybe this is meant for you, because being a chosen one on this journey of awakening doesn't mean it's easy. Many will be offended by you, not because you did something to them or you hurt them, but because they can't hold your light. Your presence become a mirror that they are not ready to see or to face. The truth that's within you that becomes too much for them. And that's when you start feeling like you don't fit into this world anymore. For those of you who feel like you don't fit in anymore, I'm speaking to you. Please stay with yourself. Choose yourself over and over if it's the last thing you do. Because I feel like that's the point of this stage of awakening. You have to choose yourself. Stay with yourself even when you feel out of place. That's what they don't tell you, is that this part of the awakening stages, not just the initial stages when you experience a spiritual awakening and You start going through that stripping and recognizing the truth of who you are. No, throughout your journey, you will go through certain stages that will remove everything from under your feet. Anything that you stand on as a foundation. And that's what happened when everything around you starts collapsing. It's actually a call to look inward, to not look at the world, but to look inward, to look to the source. Your fate might waver during this period, and your mind might be filled with noise, a lot of noise, confusing. But underneath all of that, there's something deeper, something steady, something sure. And some might call this a test. Others may call it spiritual awakening, confusion. But it's a rite to passage. It's the part of the spiritual healing journey no one can prepare you for. It's never one and done. The deeper you go, the more you'll face this stage, the dark night of the soul. The more grounded you become, the more the universe starts to pull that rug from underneath you to see if you'll fall back or rise higher, rise up. You're not alone in this. Remember that. You're not alone. Every time you feel that spiritual isolation, every time things stop making sense, it's a call, a push to come up higher, to go deeper. And yes, it's uncomfortable. Growth usually is. Repositioning usually is. Whether you call it a breakdown or a breakthrough, it feels like the world has abandoned you. If you're feeling out of place in the world right now, you're not meant to succumb to the world. You're meant to overcome it. This is your soul awakening, and it removes everything and leaves you with nothing except the truth. But if you turn inward, you'll find the comfort of your soul. Because it gets uncomfortable, but you are not alone. So if you find yourself at this junction right now, confused, lost, questioning everything, my responsibility is to tell you, you are not alone. And you're not walking this alone. Your responsibility is to know yourself and to know it fully. The journey is not about how fast you can get there or how fast you can go. It's not about your strength, but recognizing that you are love itself. So rest in that awareness. Rest in the awareness of this. Rest in the arms of love and in the seat of your soul. Thank you for sitting with me. If this resonates, leave a comment. Feel free. Or leave a heart emoji. And remember, you are not alone. When you feel misunderstood and out of place in the world, remember, come back home. Come back to the seat of your soul. And that's where you will find comfort and rest